Hey, y'all. Hey. Just gonna wait a few minutes and see if anybody show up. I kind of decided at the last minute, so we'll see who shows up. But I got me a good daiquiri. I like to hit it. Okay. Hey. What's up? I'm ready to talk about P Valley. I was trying to find me an avatar, but I guess I do that another time. What's up, y'all? No long time no see. What you doing? What's going on? Talk to me. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on, come on. Come on in the room. Hey, how you doing? I'm ready to talk about P Valley. I'm just gonna start talking and then whoever can come, whoever come and they, just come on in. All right, so what up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is P Valley Season 2, Episode 1. Still land. Sounds juicy. All right, y'all. It's been a long time since we've been back together with this show. The show is so good. We missed it. I was glad they gave us a little update on Season 1, child, because unless you had watched Season 1 all over again, you surely forgot everything that happened. So I was glad for the recap. It was kind of long, but I was glad for the recap. Hey, beautiful. I don't watch the show. Just stop by to show you some love. I used to watch it. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? I miss Underground. Such a good show. Oh, I'm so glad it went away. Dad, Lovecraft Country. I'm still crying about those shows today. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. All right, for the rest of y'all just have to watch this on the playback, okay? So I also have another video I'm editing. I'll put that up later on tonight. So like I said, it's been a long break over the pandemic, so it was good to see everybody back, everybody looking good, everybody, in good health, and we on to the new season, y'all. So I don't want to waste no time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we start out with this man. He's at home. There's a lot of children around. Children are everywhere. They're making a lot of noise. Somebody throwing up in the background. The mama, it's a birthday party. The mama is like, what the is going on? Okay. We look up, child, it's Daryl from The Shy. All he needed was that big ass earpiece in his ear, and it would have been done. Okay. They had everything else the same. So he gets up. He said he going to the 7-Eleven. Now, I thought he was just going to the 7-Eleven. He wasn't going to come back, baby. That's what I thought was going to happen. But he walks out. He get in his car, and he go down, and he sees a billboard with Patrice Woodbines in it. It says, come to Jesus while you have time. Y'all get where I'm going. It didn't actually say that, but that's what it was given. And then it was another sign, and it was like, car wash with free weed wings and titties. Jesus, titties. Jesus, titties won. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have went for the wings too. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the wings. So he pulls in, and we see Autumn And old boy, I can't remember his name, child. What was his name? I can't remember his name. But we see Autumn and old boy. Autumn got her rain down on me. She got her, she got her outfit on. He pull up. They pay the Mercedes experience is $100. Okay. So they go in, and then we see Uncle Clifford reveals himself. Like the whole way they shot the whole scene, the cinematography of the scene was beautiful. The flashing lights, the glow in the dark heels, like everything was everything. So he drives in, he sees the girls, they in cages. Everybody got their mask on and stuff. The girls got glow in the dark heels on. It's real cool looking. He pulls up. Clifford turns around. Now, when he see Uncle Clifford, he like, oh, hell no. I'm finna, ain't nobody got, what's going on up in here? And he like, hold up, wait a minute now. Don't run from it, honey. And so he gives his little speech, and then he does the reveal. And then when he reveals, the girl is bent over. She bent over. This is what she look like, just like this. Okay, she looked just like that. And then she got up and she did a back bend. I was like, bitch, you missing the whole career in the circus all day. You could be in the circus all day, right? Huh. But she did her thing, honey. She worked it. All the girls was, baby, they was stripping. They was gyrating all over the cars. Baby, they was giving it to us. They was giving us body yada, 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 yada. They was giving it to us, okay? Upside down, inside out. I'm about to show you what it's all about. You understand what I'm saying? So he drive through, and baby, when they did the Mercedes reveal, I was like, bitch, y'all did that. They sat up in the storyboard and did that. Okay, whoever drew that storyboard, you did that. So I follow this guy, sidebar. I follow this guy on Instagram, and I don't even know how he started following me, and I follow him, and like he does storyboards for like big time movies, y'all. His name is like Brian McKensick or something like that. It's a black man, an older black man, and he does storyboards, and he'll post like the storyboards from the movies that he's working on, and it's just so cool. Like, I'm like, I don't even know why you wanted to follow me. Maybe you just thought I could say, I don't even know. But it's just cool to know that I follow somebody like that. I digress. So they get to the Mercedes reveal, and she riding the bull. You know what I'm saying? She giving us. She spinning, she jumping, she turning. Baby, she is doing it, okay? Baby, he about to lose his mind. And one thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for, seeing penises on TV shows, right? So like I feel like it's equal opportunity. Everybody, you gonna show us. Why don't y'all show them sometimes? Okay, but one thing they never have to do again is pan up to the dashboard where we can see what the man had did. I didn't want to see that. I didn't have to see that. I could have went my whole life and I could have never saw that. Okay. So that traumatized me a little bit. I have a little bit of trauma coming off of episode 1. And they did that before. They did that last season too. Okay. So Uncle Clifford gives him some wipes. Uncle Clifford tells him, he gives him some wheat wings. So he gives him some wheat wings, he gives him some wipes, and he sends him on his way. So that's the reveal of the whole episode. He does a little wink at the camera, and here we off with the first season. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If you throwing bands, then you know she gonna shake it. You know what I'm saying? We did that. I know you twerked, because if you watch the show, if I twerked when I see, I hope that you did too. Okay. So Mercedes takes a break from the night. Her shoulder is hurt and she has some type of shoulder injury. Autumn offers to get her a doctor's appointment, and she refuses the doctor's appointment because we know Mercedes, she hard-headed as hell, right? And so right as they're talking to each other, Uncle Clifford summons them back in there. They have another person, one more dance, and the night is over with. So when the night is, over and everybody's getting paid, Mercedes is like, what the hell? We saw how much they was getting paid, like $120 or something like that. I was like, oh, girl, that is nothing. But if it's not a lot of customers, it is what it is, right? So Mercedes is upset, and she voices her frustrations quite a few times this episode and lets us know that her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, okay? And so therefore, she should be getting paid more than everybody else. So they getting $120 and she should get $200. At this point, I feel like everybody is in agreement that this is sort of semantics. Like, girl, we in a pandemic, okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like you're going to go work somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like everybody need help, share the wealth. In the same aspect, I do know that Mercedes is in pain, but girl, you won't even go to the doctor. I don't know. Mercedes is getting on my nerves this episode. I don't know what y'all thought about Mercedes this episode. So like I said, she go off back and forth. Her and Toy get in an argument with each other. They about to fight each other. Clifford break it up. And she says basically, y'all, I don't feel appreciated about, how y'all treat me out here, and y'all better get me together or my booty finna be gone, right? So, girl said, "Oh, we finally gonna get to see your last dance." I was like, oof, I know that hurt a little bit. Did it ping a little bit? Oh my goodness. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, well, I put it out, but I don't know if you know how YouTube is. They don't be sending out notifications like that. And I haven't posted in a while, so I'm probably not all up in the algorithm like that. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming. So then the girls, all that breaks up because on TV we see that Keyshawn and Lil Murda, they are in a music video together, baby, and they are doing it, honey. The video got all kind of views, and we see Keyshawn on the pole, she working it, and then we see Lil Murda. Now this, of course, is triggering, okay, triggering for Uncle Clifford and triggering for Mercedes, and both of them, have a little moment with the camera where they like, you know what I'm saying, feeling some type of way. And so Clifford goes over there and he turns it off after the girls is over there cooing over Lil Murda. And I ain't gonna lie, he did look kind of good. I ain't gonna even much lie to you. Okay, he looked real, he was cute or whatever. I ain't even much gonna lie to you. They did that. He was cute. And he said she broke rule number 42.75.876, which was don't be bringing your baby daddy drama up in here, especially if his ass is white. Okay, now homegirl said she don't even know who her baby daddy is, so y'all ain't got to worry about no drama popping off up in here. Okay, don't even worry about it. We good. Okay, so okay, hold up. Then we see that what's his name, y'all? Put it in the chat. The dude who do the money and stuff. What's his name? So we see they in the office, and he says we got denied for a relief loan because they say our business is non-essential, right? And so Autumn starts to question Clifford about the money that she gave him. Apparently, she put $250,000 down at the auction, and then it was only $55K for the loan, so that left like $195K. Where is it? Big L. Thank you, Joseph. And so he says it took like about $55,000 to take care of the girls during the pandemic, to make sure everybody was good, make sure everybody was straight, so they wouldn't be out here like selling their ass. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, then we had to get renovations on the room. My Tay had to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to get PPE and probably had to put the whole, fill-in thing together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm kind of editing myself, y'all. They had to put the whole situation together, so that cost money too. And I'm sure they probably blew that shit or made some mistakes along the way that Clifford ain't gonna really tell, right? So now they only got $25K left. So this is important about this episode, y'all. So basically, her and Autumn and him go back and forth for a minute, and he try to stun her. Now, several times in this episode, people be trying to stun Autumn, right? They always trying to talk to her. They talk down to her, like you calling her high yellow. Mercedes talk to her crazy, like Mercedes talking to her like she the owner. You know what I'm saying? And Autumn is the manager. Okay, so this is going to turn out for me. I can already see where they're going with this storyline, because I feel like they're going to a place where Autumn is going to betray them, or she going to do something to flip it, because now they're introducing the whole storyline with the other brother giving Andre a retainer because the casino deal could possibly still go through. Now, I wonder, because they make Autumn to be like she's out for self all the time, but then she kind of surprises us every season, or every season. It's only been one season. She surprised us the one season and didn't go out for herself and helped everybody else. But now look at her. She's in a situation where every time she's trying to voice her opinion about how to keep this business going, which she has done with her money, okay, be it stolen or be it whatever, however she got it, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to listen to her. Not only that, it's the way that they be talking to her, wild, reckless, you know what I'm saying? I think that she's going to flip on them and she might sell that shit. I ain't going to lie to y'all. She going to hook up with the casino deal in some type of way. That's what I think is going, okay? I knew Autumn Haley was going to be annoying, but it's becoming her villain origin. Here you go. This is her origin story. Cause you see what I'm seeing, Joseph. They keep talking to this girl crazy. I'm like, y'all keep talking. Every time it happened on Marvel, you be like, y'all keep treating these people pain. You keep treating this mother. This I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, they keep talking to this girl crazy, and she putting up all her money to take care of this business. I'm telling y'all, she gonna end up turning on them or whatever. But I done got way off a track. So anyway, they ain't got no damn money. It get broke up again because we find out that the lift is up and they can do the reopening for the club, right? Vanessa say she think I might be right, but I hope not. Ooh, I hope not too, because that would be crazy. That would be crazy, like if that happened. But I feel like that's where they're leading us to, you know. And it was something else I saw too in the press that led me to believe that, you know what I'm saying, that led me to believe that that's where they was going to go with it. I don't know if it was the showrunner or somebody was talking about the plot lines and the characters for this season and her character. And I was like, I think maybe that's where they might be going. I hope that I'm wrong. Okay. I hope that I'm wrong, child. I hope I'm wrong. So, like I said, not the pandemic, the lockdown has been lifted. They can do the reopening. Everybody happy or whatever. They also find out that Mayor Tydell has passed away. Now I know that Isaiah Washington is not on this show this season. Now I don't know why. Nobody has said there was any bad blood between anybody or whatever. And I hope that everybody left on good accord. I know that Isaiah Washington is a very big like Trump fan and he's really annoying in real life or whatever. So, but I did think they did a really good job of like getting his character off the show, like sending his character off. They did it like in a respectful manner. I felt like the funeral was appropriate, even though his character was a pain in our butt. He was still funny as hell. He still, you know, he was nuanced. We're going to put it like that. He did have love for his nephew and was a father to his nephew, even though we saw him as raggedy as hell. But, you know, I felt like they had a little bit more nuance to the character. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And you are right, Vanessa. She put up the money, but they did catch a body for her. And lest we not forget that. Okay? Lest we not forget she brought drama to them. Let's not forget that. So maybe she do owe them. I need to walk that back. Okay? Maybe she do owe them or whatever. But still, I think that Autumn is, like I said, like we said, this is her origin story. I feel like because she was in an abusive relationship, she's gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know how actors be talking about their character, they gotta like justify what their character be doing and understand the reasons why. I feel like you are correct. She did put up the money, but they did like catch a whole body for you, and we're not gonna diminish that, right? But I think in her mind, she gonna diminish that and make what she did big, and as she gonna justify the reach. This shit going, I'm telling y'all, that hoe, you y'all better watch that hoe. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. So they excited, they open the place again or whatever. So he died. It's sad. And then we see a healthcare worker. I didn't know who it was at first. I was like, where are we going with this? But okay, he's a Trump supporter and he supported that January 6th stuff. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. So we see a woman, she comes home, she's a healthcare worker, she's taking off all her clothes. Like, I didn't realize that was Andre White till like literally 3/4 of the way, but right before she walked up the stairs. I was like, oh shit, that's Andre White. And so yeah, she get home and she had the rash. I mean, they really did that makeup good. Like, she looked a mess. Like, she looked stressed out. That actress really did a good job. All right here was a rash from wearing the cap, and then all right here she had the rash from the mask. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm sorry, this one comment, it was good. I don't think that Autumn will turn completely, especially if they have Montavious' boys come to look for him. I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that it's a red herring. They're setting us up to think that she's going to turn against everybody and she actually won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that's what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm just getting the feeling like that's where the direction they going into this or whatever. Oh no. Not he was using gay slurs on set. No, he's still doing that in 2022. No, Jesus. Hey, Simone T. Hey, SCP. Child, it's been so long since I seen y'all. Okay. So she can't find her almond milk, so she goes upstairs because she calls and then nobody answers the phone. So we go upstairs and we see Andre up there with no haircut, baby, no edge up, just looking musty. Okay, stuff all over the counter. She looked frustrated as hell. She trying to get stuff out. She like, you supposed to restock this on, baby. I'm sorry that they got away from me. I mean, I was like, baby, Andre would have got cussed out, okay? Dead ass. Because, baby, you was sitting up there not doing nothing, playing video games all day long. And I'm out here struggling and surviving, baby. Out here just trying to help. And you can't even give me no almond milk. What? Hell no. So he finally get up. She said, well, I've been calling you all day. What you been doing all day? Such and such called you. This person called you. Who is Haley? My condolences. And he, baby, when she said Haley, that nigga jumped up so fast and ran to that phone. I said, what is? I tell you. So he calls Eloise back and he finds out that his uncle has passed away. His wife is very upset. He's talking about the funeral and she starts to scream and say that he should not go to the funeral. It is not safe. He gets off the phone and basically she's like, you know, I know you think that I'm over dramatic. I know, but I said today was good because I lost several patients today. I lost like 7 patients. And yesterday I lost like 12 patients or whatever. Like sis is going through, sis is stressed, sis is depressed. Okay, and she do not want him to go, baby. He say, listen, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I got to go pay respects to my people. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I'm torn. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm torn about that. My uncle died from coronavirus, and I absolutely sang at his funeral. Was I a little afraid? Yes, we were in the middle of a pandemic. You know, everything was still spread out. We had masks. We had, you know, they have like this little mic thing they put on top of the mic. It's like a mic glove. They put it on top of the mic, and you can remove it. And like it was nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, but I just felt like I should pay my respects. I mean, Jesus, people be dying, child, that never died before. You understand what I'm trying to say? And you got to go, you know, you got to send them off right. So he tell her he gonna go. She like, okay, well, go. Make sure you get to the wake early. Don't get there late because you know niggas. I was like, child, I don't know if they trying to make her unlikable or nothing, but I'm sorry. I don't feel no type of way about this. I can't in good faith cheer on Autumn and Andre because they both on some BS. Okay? Because his wife out here working. So can she have a little room and grace to be a bitch when she come home, especially because you couldn't get your ass up and get no almond milk? Like, I think so. You know what I mean? I'm not cheering on Autumn and Andre at this point because I feel bad for sis. I feel like sis is in a loveless marriage and she need to get out here and get her groove back. But you can't even do that because why? We in a panini, bitch. We in a panorama. Okay? I hope that she leave him, Vanessa. I hope that she will because, baby, he deserved to get less. And then you got the audacity to be sitting up in the house with no edge up and I can't even come home and get nothing to eat. I can't even come home and get no nothing. Like you sitting up here playing video games all day. No. Period. Simone. Period. We'd have got that rapid test every day and handle business. every day. Andre doing too much. That's what I'm saying. You worrying about this hoe and your wife is going through. Like if they think that they gonna turn us against Andre's wife and have us rooting for her, I cannot. Okay, root for them to be together when your wife is going through pure hell and you playing video games all damn day. I said, bitch, I know you lying. I know you lying. Child, so then we go to Patrice Woodbine. Patrice is out there getting paid, baby. Patrice is out there selling these people a dream, selling these people salvation, selling these people hope in times of desperation. Bars, okay? Out here, and baby, she said, let it rain. Thank you, Jesus. I said, girl, you is out here doing the most. Out here, you're thieving and stealing people money. You're dirty. I said, you ain't even out here handing out no food. You ain't handing out no PPE. You ain't handing out no sanitizer, bitch. Nothing. You out here passing out CDs. Girl, she did have a box of food. I ain't gonna lie. She did have a box of food. Let me not talk about Woodbine. She did have a box of food. Patrice was out there. Fuck Patrice. Okay, that's all we saw from her the whole episode. Okay, so then we see Lil Murda and DJ Never Scared. They working on a new song, and he say it's missing something. He do a little rat-a-tat-tat on some pots and pans, and they gonna come up with it. Pots and pans, pots and pans. You know what I'm saying? He do a little, a little bop, a little bop, 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 bop on the pans. You know what I'm saying? They figure out what they gonna do, right? So, y'all know that the guy is a drummer. My ex-boyfriend is a drummer. He from North Carolina, and he don't know him personally, but he was like, I think I know some people that he know or whatever. So he's like a drummer in real life or whatever. So they figure out what they were gonna do, and then we see that he been texting. The whole point of this scene for us to see that he been texting Clifford for 5 months, and Clifford do not be responding, honey. Dust. Absolutely. It's hard out here for people. It's trying to get the money for the rent, the Cadillac and gas money. A whole lot of niggas talking. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay, they was getting a hustle and flow on for real. So he texting Clifford. Clifford ain't texting him back, paying him straight dust. I would be too. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you're not finna do me. Okay, you're not finna do me. Don't do that. After you talking about doing it in the dark, sir, get out of here. Then they start talking about the pink opening up, and he like, you talked to Uncle Cliff? He was like, nah, I ain't talked to Cliff. You talked to him? He was like, nah, I'm just saying, like, maybe he asked you to come. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he asked you to come, you know, to like pack that thing out or whatever. But Uncle Clifford has already said that he don't never want no another little murder night. Never again do he want a night like that. So he go outside to make a little deal. Side note, I really liked his his Gucci stripes in his hair and his Gucci mask. It was very ghetto, but it was very cute though. Okay, I was into his whole outfit. It was cute. I was like, yes, give it to us. That's everything. Okay, come on, Ghetto Fabulous. I was into it. So a car pulls up, and he thought somebody was finna try to shoot him. He got his hand on his gun, and turned out it's just a dude asking him when he's gonna put out his next CD. But the guy in the back seat, I think that guy was the guy he beat up last season. Do y'all know who that was? If you know who it was, put it in the comments. But if it is that dude he beat up last season, not only do he know he gay, he also knows, well, he also what I was trying to say, girl, I lost my whole track of thought. Not only do he know he gay, child, I can't remember. But anywho, he beat his ass. So he also gonna want revenge, is what I'm trying to say. He gonna want revenge on him this season. Okay. So yeah, I just completely lost my train of thought. Okay. So but it's gonna be something with that. We can see something brewing with that already. I don't know what it's gonna be, baby, but it's gonna be something. Lil Murda, I don't know, y'all. I love his character. I literally love how they ended the episode with his character in the dark. Love his character. He is very conflicted. You are absolutely correct. Okay, he is very, very conflicted. Okay, so it is the guy that he beat up. Yeah, he definitely gonna want revenge, honey. He gonna want him some revenge. So then we see, okay, Mercedes is, up in there playing with herself, and Autumn is turning up the music or whatever. So she come out there and she tells her, I'm gonna offer you a cut of the door. You say you want more. And she's like, that's it. I'm like, okay, Mercedes, now here y'all go. And so she tells her that she's gonna hire some more girls. And Mercedes is like, no, we don't need to hire no more girls. And she's like, well, listen, we all the best girls left. Gidget left, her mama passed away, she gone. And Keyshawn, and she was like, don't you say her name in here. She's like, why y'all so mad at her? She was like, because she put a gun, you don't put a gun on your family. And she was like, y'all don't understand. I think Autumn was trying to say she's a battered woman, and like sometimes battered women be defending their abusers. Like that happens a lot. They'll go back to their abuser. It's like a thing, a mind thing. They got to be like done to get out of the relationship. They got to make up in their mind they finished with it, right? So basically, and you know what, Vanessa, before I continue, I think something might happen to him too, because how TV shows go. Anytime somebody's sitting up there talking about they want to make it out, they want to change their life, they want to do something better, and they're in a situation like that, they always end up. And I really hope that don't happen to his character. Like I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. I mean, the foreshadowing is there, y'all. I don't know. So they need new girls. And like I said, Mercedes doesn't want to get the new girls. Keyshawn pulled the gun. It's done between them. You know, you don't pull a gun on family. It just lines you draws. Mercedes do understand. Okay. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand because ain't nobody busting me in the head. Like, I do understand. But no, we don't need no new girls. I'm going to whip the girls into shape. So then we go to Keyshawn, and she's with the baby and the boyfriend. The boyfriend got long hair now. He ain't got no job either. It's like a trifling men episode. He ain't got no job either. And she in the room dancing. She like a social media influencer. Rome is her manager. He's getting her to, like, you know, promote things or whatever. You know how they do flat tummy tea and all that stuff and dance on the pole in the room, right? And so she was like, you know, as soon everything's gonna be back to normal and you're gonna be back at work and I'll be able to, you know, go back in front of the crowd. And he was like, no, you good in the room. Like, you straight. You ain't got to leave the room ever. Okay. So she basically in prison, honey. And we see Mercedes and her dance girls. They're in a Zoom and she's talking about the performance that's coming up. And they're telling her, no, I'm not going to be able to go. My mama's not going to let me go. My mama can't afford it, you know, so forth and so on. So it's like the kids, you know, they just can't afford it. Like, mamas can't afford it. People not working. It's a pandemic. So it's affecting her business. And you can see this is what she was really banking her life on. You know, the pandemic really has affected everyone, right? Maybe except for Patrice Woodbine out there selling plates and CDs, honey. So we see Clifford and Big L. They are fixing the room up, the Paradise room up all nice and autumn. Well, they hear something rustling, child. They hear some winds and some rustling. They like, what the fuck is that? What's that? And so, did you turn on the air conditioner? And right when they going to go look, Autumn jumps and scares them. I really like that moment because it brought like a little bit of levity to the episode, which was hilarious. And she's just asking if everything is going to be ready before they do the reopening. And he shows her what they have done in the room, and the lights go off. And she notices a spot on the wall, and they walk over to the wall, and they see at the bottom of the wall that there's a blood spot on the wall, right? And she's like, oh, blood always bleed through. You gotta paint the walls red. And so they was like, cool, right? But they was looking like, we was looking like, nigga, how you know blood always be bleeding through? Like, do you just be killing? Like, what's the tea, girl? Like, we know you had a gangbanger boyfriend, but was you helping him like people too? Like, what's wrong? Okay, all them scared me a little bit. Okay. So then we see a little murder. He's going to the funeral home to get Wody to talk to Wody. And I like Wody's character. I like him. So he jump out the casket because people been pulling up to the funeral home because they is dead. I told y'all people are dying who have never died before, honey. And they are pulling all-nighters down to the funeral home. And he tell them, listen, I need you to book me a tour. And he was like, a tour? We in the middle of a pandemic. Like, what's wrong with you? And he was like, we need to keep the same energy that we was having before the pandemic. You know, the people looking for a new song. He was like, well, I hope y'all ain't working on no trash. And he was like, nah, we not working on trash. It's going to be everything or whatever. And he was like, okay, well, who's going to come to a show? Like, what is going to be the draw to get the people in the building to see you do a show? And he was like, Keyshawn is going to be the draw. And well, have you talked to her? Well, no, I ain't talked to her, but you know, I'm going to talk to her. He's like, okay, well, you ain't scared. He's like, nah, I'm not scared. And I really believe him that he's not scared. I really believe his character really wants to get out of his situation and is ready to put forth the effort that is really going to take for him to get out of the situation. I also feel like because he doesn't have the relationship with Clifford to kind of like fall back on or rest his laurels on, it ever so just pushes him forward to kind of get to that goal, right? So he calls Keyshawn, he throws the ideal out to her, and she tells him, listen, you need to pay me my money from the videos, number one. And number two, she gonna go ahead and pass on that because she make like $400K in one day. She ain't got time. Girl, you don't make no $400K in one day because if you did, why y'all wouldn't be living with how you living, ma'am. Okay, so she gonna pass. But then he did say something like, do you remember murder night? Do you remember all the people looking at you? And she was looking like, oh, yes, I remember. And she looking at that white man like, oh my God, I cannot do this anymore. So, you know, she finna change her mind. And then she was looking at the diaper genie and she was like trying to figure out, she got like a little ideal or something. So she got down, she started putting diapers inside of the diaper genie. This is an excuse for her to get out of the house later on. So Andre comes into town, he pays his respects to his uncle. Like I said, I like that his character was nuanced, you know, it was multidimensional. He meant something to Andre, and so Andre cries for a moment, and then the secretary come in and say, child, they fired her before the body even got cold, honey. She ain't had no job, okay? And so he said, okay, well, what about the what he said, the trifling 5? And she was like, the trifling 6. He was like, damn, what happened? He got back with the 3rd baby mama, okay, and they had a baby, and so now he got 6 kids, but the baby only 1, so we need another pallbearer. And then he was like, well, you know, he feels sorry because he can't even bury the man, you know, help him because of the wife. And she's like, well, you know, I know y'all was into it, but basically he really loved you. He loved you like a son. So he goes to take a smoke. And if y'all notice, this mirrored how they met the first time, smoking. She was standing outside and he was taking a smoke. And Autumn comes out there looking all sexy. I thought the way they filmed the scene was pretty, but it was kind of like, pretty baby with the high heels on. That's what it was giving, especially like when she was walking away. It was very cinematic and like, I don't know. It just was like kind of fake looking. You know what I'm saying? She was so mysterious and coming out the shadows. I was like, this is really extra, but it was cute though, you know? So they kind of talk about grief for a second with each other. And, you know, basically she says that grief doesn't go away. It just kind of changes to something different. And he's like, wow, I thought that when I saw you again, that I would slap you. And she was like, you can slap me. Basically, I've been slapped before or whatever. And that's when I said they have a little talk about grief. And talks about how he was like a father to him, but he feels sad because he can't even bury him. And she tells him, listen, funerals are for the living, they're not for the dead. And then she says some mysterious ass shit, and then she just walks off into the rain. I was like, y'all tried us, okay? With this, y'all really tried us, because it was very, 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 very much Michael Jackson. Okay, I think that was the reference. Like, I need to talk to Katori because it was very much giving pretty baby with the high heels on. Okay. Joseph says, I can see Andre running for mayor. He can't stay away from that town. I could see him too. And that eulogy was very politician-like. You are absolutely correct. It was very politician-like. Because what black girl walking off in the rain like hello somebody. Who walking off in the rain like that, y'all? I'm trying to figure it out. Because I was just like, bitch, I know you ain't just walking to no rain, like full strut into the rain. Bitch, you ain't even gonna cover your, bitch gonna be like, wait a minute, you gonna this right here or something. Like, girl, you full well know you don't want to get that closure wet. It's gonna take a little while to dry. You just walk full into the rain. Don't do that. Girl, don't be doing that, letting all that rainwater in your hair. My God. Don't do that, honey. Don't do it. So it's time for the funeral, honey. It's time for the funeral. And pretty baby. No, I'm sorry, it's stuck in my head now. It's stuck in my head now, y'all. The way she walked off in that rain, I was like, y'all really tried us. y'all really tried us tonight. Okay, so it's time for the funeral. Clifford and grandma, is it grandma or auntie? One of them, they watching TV together, and she say she don't see Mookie. So she don't see Mookie. She knows Mookie out there making some food for the repast, and she need Clifford to go down there and get her a plate of chitlins. Period. Get down there with haste, my nigga. So she said she gonna go herself. She grabbed the keys. Baby, I'm finna go myself. Don't even worry about it. Just give me the keys. He said, McGrath, you don't sit your ass down somewhere. He's gonna go. Rona is just the excuse to keep black people in the house. I'm like, everybody was in the house though, ma'am. Not just black people, but okay. And then we see Andre giving that very politician-like eulogy. He kept it a buck though, okay? Favorite word was nigga. And what else he said? He'll call you a bald-headed hoe or something like that. I said, no, y'all, what killed me was somebody said at the repast, the man said, oh, your daddy, he was a good man. The son said he was like, not he was alright. Oh my God, don't do your daddy like this. So he said he gonna go down there and get her a plate of chitlins, okay? So then we see Keyshawn. She tell this man some kind of convoluted ass story where she could get out the house, right? And she calls Gidget. We get a little update on Gidget doing fine. They just want to let us know Gidget doing good. She up there getting that bag, okay? and rest in peace to her mama, rest in heaven. And so Keyshawn is at the dollar store. Now, I don't know if she was going there to see Diamond or she was just going to the dollar store and she saw Diamond. Because, I mean, the city ain't that big. She probably know he work at the dollar store, right? I'm thinking. But he working at the dollar store chin checking people who come in there without no mask on. Like, that shit was so funny to me. The way he was running up on people's neck. Okay? Running up on their neck. Giving them fever, bitch. Okay? You get your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your masks. Wear your mask. Wear your mask, people. Because Corona is out here. Okay, Miss Girl. Miss Girl is still out in these streets, baby. He was chin checking niggas, okay? So she came up there. She trying to apologize. He don't want to hear it. He's stopping her. She continues to apologize. She continues to plead her case. And he's like, look, I don't want to do it. Go back to your redneck baby daddy. When he said, go get out of here and go back to your redneck baby daddy, I felt that in my spirit. I was like, oh, that touched me. And wow, that really hurt me. Okay? Wow. And then when he said, gutter nigga. That's what he called me. So imagine what he be calling you. She was like, he would never say. He said, girl, be quiet. I don't want to hear all of that. Get your in the car and go on somewhere. Her feelings was hurt. So she turned around. She tried to give him the necklace that he gave her. And he said, girl, I don't want that. I don't want none because it don't work. Because y'all remember it was supposed to give you courage. And they ain't give her no courage because she's still in the same situation, right? She did say, all the things that we were saying, like, if you would have shot him, you would have went to prison for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everything to stop. She was trying to get everything to stop. But girl, the optics, bitch. You really did. And you still with him, girl. I don't know, sis. I don't know. And then she was lying to Gidget when she was getting out the car talking about we good. And he said he wanted me to have some time. Like, bitch, girl, why are you lying? Why are you with this poor white man? Girl. Absolutely, Joseph. She put a gun on him and her husband was racist. She lucky he even acknowledged her. Okay. Because I thought when she walked up that he wasn't even going to look at her. He was just going to look at her and like she wasn't there. But he actually had a conversation with her. I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would, after you pull a gun on me, baby, it's a wrap. Okay. So Andre, he had to repass. Clifford shows up in a fabulous green outfit, honey. Fabulous outfit. Clifford shows up and Mookie like, what you doing up here? Where you over here? And he was like, I'm over here. Girl, oh my God. I knew you wanted to come over here and get something to eat, right? So he asked Andre, do he have anything to worry about? And Andre is like, I don't work for Promised Land anymore. I got laid off right after the pandemic started. And he says, and then Mayor Wayne Kyle stops by to say hello to everybody and pay his condolences, right? Because y'all remember last year he had him yoked up talking about the Great War is coming back and all that racist BS. And then gonna try to tell him, I know tempers flared, the last time we was together, but I'm really gonna try to live up to your uncle's legacy. Like, bitch, shut up. No, you're not. You just came over here to get out of my face. And then we found out that he do have to be elected through a special election. And so with that being said, it's going to be some contention. I feel like somebody's going to run against him. Maybe it will be Andre's going to run against him, right? We'll see what happens with that. His wife will not be pleased. She probably going to leave him as she should. Okay? I can understand being in a traumatic situation, but Derek counting her period cycle, the man is delusional. The man is an abuser, an obsessive abuser. Because I completely forgot that he's like, it's not June the 4th. I was like, oh my God. When she have her period, bro, like, this is too much, sir. Like, you ain't stopped and been like, you know what? Maybe I'm doing too much. I don't know. Yeah, she delusional as hell. I don't know why she thinks, but it seems like she want to get out, but she's not. I don't know. To me, she ain't plotting her escape fast enough. And for her to be so calculated about her career, you'd think she'd have been stacking some money somewhere. Bitch, I've been putting some money in that diapers trying to get out the house and go talk to Diamond. Okay, I wouldn't even be worried about Diamond. I'd be trying to get out that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand her character at this point. Okay, so Then we see Keyshawn with the baby. She telling the baby a story about a little girl who wanted her hair to be really long, and her sister went, girl, I don't know, and bought some bundles, and she got some braids, and it was rope. I don't know if it's. I feel like it's symbolic, and I feel like it's a deeper meaning to it. I don't know if the ropes is nooses, or they chains, or they societies, this and that. I don't know. It was just a little story, and that was it, baby. Okay, so I don't really know what that was. If you know what it was, and you have a very thoughtful, analysis of what that monologue was all about, go ahead and put that in the comments for me. But that's what happened, okay? And so they cleaning up after the repasses over Andre and Mookie, that is. And we hear some gunshots all around because that's just, the flavor of the neighborhood. She said, we all left this neighborhood a long time ago, but he stayed in this neighborhood because, we just couldn't get him away from over here or whatever. So everybody leaves, and Andre is there, and he finds some videos, and he's about to watch the videos, but somebody shows up at the door, and that person is brother's name. I cannot remember his name either. But bro shows up, and he has money on the porch, and he says, what is this? He said, this is a retainer in case the casino deal, could possibly go through or whatever. And he was like, well, that waterfront property is not for sale. It's not on the block. And he's like, well, just because the old owner wouldn't sell doesn't mean the new owner won't sell. So that's what I'm saying about them setting up Autumn to look like she's gonna betray everybody, because she's gonna justify, because they talking to her crazy. You know what I mean? They don't appreciate all the money she put up. But like we already established, they caught a body for you, sis. But I do think that sometimes black people be pulling it like, we do something for somebody and we gonna ride that till the wheels fall off. We gonna talk to you crazy. We gonna take all the money. You gonna keep saying, granted, what they did was very big, okay? So you should be able to do a little bit. But Corbin, there you go. She don't like her brown skin. Clearly, that's why she with that white man. Clearly, she got some self issues, because I don't understand her character. Like, I just don't get the whole I hate myself situation that I let somebody beat on me like that. I mean, you could have been color struck and still been with Diamond, because he'd have been light skinned. I mean, I don't get it. But whatever, girl. I guess we're gonna find out more about it. They'll work it out during the season. Okay, so Autumn and Mercedes are watching a movie, and they get into a little argument because Mercedes sees the ad for dancers, and she's like, I told you not to hire nobody new. I told you not to hire nobody new. This, and I was like, whoa, sis, now we getting a little bit, we doing a little too much. Now you talking about I told you not to hire nobody. Like, wait a minute. And she says, we need some more girls. I'm trying to keep the business afloat or whatever. So, like, she go off on her, but Autumn, rightfully so, gathers her ass. Like, girl, I've been the one who's been trying to keep this business afloat. Now, I'm going to say Autumn have a point, because Mercedes is, hurt. She won't take time to heal. She said, you need to hire some girls to help out while you heal your arm. Like, we got to make this money, and y'all tripping. And she like, well, what Uncle Clifford say? It don't matter what he say, bitch. I'm the owner. I was like, uh-oh. There it go right there. I'm telling y'all, that's where we going. We going down this path. And so then Mercedes started talking like a slave, which really annoyed the fuck out of me. It's like, bitch, nobody can't tell Mercedes nothing, okay? Now, you got too high on the horse last year, and your ass was sitting right here looking crazy. And the girl gave you your money to open up your thing. I mean, come on, y'all. Work with the girl. She could, you could compromise and said, okay, hire a few new people. It's just like, whew, child, I guess. That was very wrong of Mercedes, throwing the phone while someone is watching a movie about domestic violence. Exactly. I was just like, Mercedes, what's wrong with you? Why you did that? Like, you doing the most, So, and then we go back to Murder. So Murder gets a text from Keyshawn, and she said, she with it. She ready to do the tour. And so we're hearing the new music play in the background. The song is cute. I was like, okay, I like it. It's cute. And then he's sitting in the dark, and he's by himself, and the camera like pans out. What the space is dark around him, and it's just him. And he said, I'm going to make it out of place. When I get it out this place, I'm going to make it out this place. And I was just like, oh, I just love the way they ended it. I thought that was real cute. That cinematography was cute, with him saying he going to get up out of there, baby. I liked it. I thought it was a very good episode for the first one. It wasn't too action-packed, but it gave us a little taste of what's going to be happening going forward on the story, in the story or whatever. So I thought that was cute. So what do y'all think? Let's talk for a minute before I get off of here. Been on the hill a long time. What y'all think about the characters and everything that's going on? Like I said, I already told y'all what y'all think about what I think about Autumn, where they going with her character. I think that Mercedes is going to continue to complain. I'm sad that Maine is not on here. I don't know if he had another job or what's going on with that, but that made me sad. I want to see the new girls. I know that Wanda from Snowfall, I don't know what her name is going to be on this show. I know she's going to be doing, oh, y'all nephew, he up in there asleep right now, but y'all, he doing so good. He got like 6 or 7 teeth. He's crawling now. Y'all, he was doing a dead man crawl for a while. But now he's crawling and he is walking. I mean, he pulling himself up. So, we doing good, and he'll be a year. He ain't tall, y'all. He kind of a shrimp, he kind of short. He just short and wide. But yeah, he's doing really good though. He's doing real good. I gotta figure out. Tell me if you like Mr. Wonderful or a wild one for a 1-year-old birthday party. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like old school hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream, cake. You know what I'm saying? Popsicles, sprinklers in the backyard. He only one. He can't even walk yet, so it's not like I'm getting no bouncy house and all that mess. I ain't doing all that. This was a good episode. I want to see some of the frat brothers of Montavious show up. Yes, that's going to be some stuff. Yes, I want to see his fellow gang members show up to find him. At least somebody going to be looking for him. It's either going to be them or the police. Somebody showing up going to be looking for Montavious' ass, okay? Yeah, he doing real good. He doing real good. He going to make it out in the casket. Oh, no. Don't do him like that. He is gonna live. Lil Murder gonna live, y'all. He gonna make it. He gonna make it. I want Clifford to be with someone who is proud to be with her. Murder might not be it. Yeah, I want Clifford to be with somebody who want to be with her too, because I think the fact that that's what hurt her so much is the fact that Murder had told her that, he didn't want to be in the dark. And then when I try to like be with you or whatever, you like throw me off. And as much as somebody like Clifford is probably cast to the side, that really probably hurt. You know what I mean? So like, I wouldn't be talking to your ass either. I want Clifford to get a new boo this season. It might not be the love of his life, but I want him to get a new boo this season. Okay. Yeah. Isaiah Washington, boy, such a good actor, but he always in some BS. Always. Hey, Fifi Flintstones. I love that name. What about Patrice, y'all? What y'all think Patrice gonna do? It's always the ones we like that die. That's why I'm like, oh man, I don't want Lil Murder to die, but oh y'all. When he said he was gonna make it out, like I literally was like, I'm rooting for you. I want you to make it out of the hood too and spend a whole lot of money on bullshit. I want that for your life. Okay, I want you to experience that. I don't want you to get shot by somebody you beat up in the club. I also, maybe they're gonna force him to come out the closet. Ooh, child. Now that would be scandalous. Stars TV, honey. If Murder came out the closet and Mrs. Child. Big L and Duffy's ex selling drugs in the pink. I think Clifford gonna be in the middle of Autumn and Big L when it comes to finances. Oh yeah, they are selling drugs in there. I think Clifford gonna be in the middle of Autumn. He is. He absolutely is. Because I'm sure some of that drug money probably done went into the business at some point, especially when they was doing bad or whatever. But you remember Big L was making all those, whatever he was doing at the end of on the season finale. Y'all remember that? I don't even remember I know it was something to do with the drugs and the pills and stuff. Patrice is self-serving as hell. I don't see her church surviving. I don't either. I feel like knowing Patrice is gonna go directly to her head, and we're gonna see her show her ass. Okay, that's what I think is gonna happen. She's gonna end up right back at square one. I see sis got a new wig. Okay, new wig and new lace. New wig and new lace. My God, that $20,000 did it, honey. And that tithing money coming in. I don't like her character, but she's funny to me. Like, I like her character because she's hilarious. Okay. I miss Gidget. I do miss Gidget's character. I'm not gonna lie, I miss her. But I think it's gonna be, all in all, I think it's gonna be a great season. I feel bad for Mercedes and her girls, though. I want her gym to succeed. I do too. And I feel like they was realistic with that aspect because, you know, the pandemic did affect a lot of businesses. And that's just a nice, honest, you know, honest living she's trying to make. And she can't do it because people just don't have the money, you know, people just don't have the time. I mean, I feel her. I teach voice lessons. And so something like during the pandemic, you know, it's hard to get people to spend $50, $60 for a lesson. You know what I'm saying? When they barely making it or whatever. So, you know, you just got to be innovative, though. You have to be thoughtful. You have to be creative. You have to be resourceful. Because I did a lot of things when I was during the pandemic as a singer. I sang for people's church virtually, you know, with the track and recorded, and they linked it up and, you know, did it, put it on their service at church. Like, people be texting me like, oh my God, you did so good today. But I recorded like 3 weeks ago. So, you know, stuff like that. She could figure out how to do something with the computer. You can at least get the kids hooked so that when you open up again, that you will have a way to sustain your business or whatever. But maybe that will change for her too, since the lockdown is over. Maybe she'll be able to get some girls up in there. But okay, y'all. All right, it's almost an hour I've been on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Thank you 22 people who decided to join me tonight. Y'all want me to do this again? Because I know it's gonna start coming back on what, Sundays or Saturdays? I think it's Saturday nights, right? So we'll think about doing it one more time. Okay, we're gonna think about doing it one more time. Now I can't make y'all promise every week, because, you know, mama, you know what I'm saying? Mama out here living, you know what I'm saying, life, you know what I mean? I might have a little, you know what I'm saying? So between that and mama and you will have a video every single week, though. That is my honest promise to you. You're gonna have an edited video every single week, whether or not we do a live. But I'll announce the lives and we'll do them, you know, here and there. So y'all have a good night. Mercedes needs to do a virtual dance class. Yep, she needs to be like what's the name? Like Debbie Allen. You remember when Debbie Allen was having all the classes? I went to one. I sure did. I went to one. And then she could like hook people to an app or to a website or something where like she could charge them. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah. Oh, okay, Joseph. I'll join the notification gang if I need to next time. Okay, have you a drink, because I had my little daiquiri or whatever. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. It was a good episode. All right.